Hey guys, and welcome back to Danganronpa to Goodbye Despair. As always, I'm DemonFire93 and do not adjust your viewing screens. Yes, you are seeing Kyoko here in Danganronpa 2 because Kyoko, Byakuya, and Makoto have all hacked themselves into the game, that world that we are all in, as well as Junko, to try and save us from feeling despair.
Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And we're trying to figure out what the trap is that Junko set for them. Like, what is the trap?
This is the only thing we could do to stop you.
Really? What is the trap?
Nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
Yes.
You're pretty fucking desperate! Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious.
What is the trap?
If you don't initiate the shutdown, those future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Oh, so that's the trap. She's gonna try and convince us to not do the shutdown.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
Nope. There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is the teacher's final decision.
I see!
Damn.
As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
Which is Junko in this case. Junko Monokuma. To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know. What does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote? After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate.
Oh man. So our choice now is forced that we have to either shut down or repeat. Because if we hit graduate, she's gonna be like, nope, you can't.
So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
Exactly.
We know that all too well.
But we also know that if we do it this way, that we will all revert to ultimate despair and lose all of our memories of Chiaki.
I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Calling us chumps.
Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
Is that true? I mean, I guess everybody should just shut the hell up then, huh?
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run
Spread
the
no
risk of
evil.
not being able to go back.
Speak no evil.
But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
And why is that, Junko?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Exactly, why not?
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit.
Oh, wow.
There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Junko,
She's got a little point.
I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone.
Good job, Makoto. Believe in everyone.
It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
A bright future filled with hope. Wow.
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
Oh, good lord, why is everything vibrating so much?
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Right.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair.
It's them.
That's the Mastermind's job.
What?
And they'll be appearing very soon.
The Mastermind. You mean you're not the Mastermind? Then who's the Mastermind behind the Mastermind? Because Junko was the Mastermind in the first one. You're not the Mastermind now?
Mastermind?
The hell is this now?
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
Ay, ay, ay.
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamukura!
Oh. The ultimate. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of calling him. Because, you know, he was on the boat with Nagito and said that, he possesses ultimate luck, just like Nagito, but also possesses other ultimate abilities, and they was the founder of Ho's Peak Academy, and also one of its students, which doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense.
Izuru Kamukura?
That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamukura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was the founder of the Academy.
Izuru Kamukura? Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy?
He looks pretty old.
It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamukura, right?
Yep.
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamukura...
He's very old.
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Sure.
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
I mean, look at the first game. We had Celeste, who had the same last name as Hiro's first fucking name, because that led to so much confusion.
The future foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamukura.
Really?
It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
Really?
And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
What incident?
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine.
Thank you, Junko. I love you so much.
The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why?
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
That was my line for you, Hiko. Fuck off.
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
Okay. You say so.
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah. What? The Ultimate Hope? The Ultimate Hope was a murderer. That sounds great.
Izuru is the
what the
killer
hell?
responsible for Hope's
Okay.
Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
That happened for a second there. Yes.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
You convinced him to do so?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamukura is very much alive.
Sure.
Isn't that right, Hajime?
Oh. Okay. So I live a double life, do I? I'm not only a reserve corps student, but I'm also the Ultimate Hope who fell into despair and killed 13 people and is the founder of the foundation and yeah, okay. Huh? I mean, it kind of makes sense since I was the one seeing the vision of Nagito on the boat, and we were able to figure out that was Izuru Kamukura, but what?
What? What?
Exactly.
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamukura.
Nope. Don't understand that at all.
Alrighty? If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
Please do! I'm at a loss.
You're Izuru Kamukura, you're Izuru Kamukura, you're Izuru Kamukura, you're Izuru Kamukura, you're...
I get it now. I understand 100%. Thank you so much, Junko.
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
But I would understand a little bit better if you did it in a different personality, perhaps maybe the teacher one.
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamukura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
Or reserve course student.
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamukura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamukura? Oh, we have to have an argument about that, do we? Okay. Reserve department, tragedy, I don't know. Vision of Nagito.
Good news,
just had a vision.
Hajime!
Yeah.
Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
Sure.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
Right?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Probably.
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Oops.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
No.
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope? That might be Izuru.
Good lord. Created hope. I'm the ultimate hope? The current me and Izuru Kamukura are... what did Hope's Peak Academy do to me?
Good news, Hajime!
Oh.
Even though you were
The
mocked
Hope
for being a
Cultivation.
reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone have such an amazing... In order to hide... Was he hidden in the... And Hajime's...
There's no doubt I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your...
Hey,
You weren't...
I do not want any...
Could it be created hope? That might be
Damn it!
Izuru. Created hope?
That must be it.
The Hope Cultivation plan, program, thing.
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
You don't even know?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
Right.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
And it made the perfect psychopath.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates.
Sure.
Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamukura Project.
Izuru Kamukura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
I have no idea about this
From
part.
there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Sure.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
Because they were ultimate talentless.
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
Exactly.
From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
So Hajime was really Hajime, but they injected him with something to make him into Izuru? What?
Why me?
I don't understand.
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Yay! Good for you, Hajime.
You still don't get it. You were used by the Academy.
Sure.
They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
No talent, no talent.
What? See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
Except it's not.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Wouldn't it be 2.0 if the real Izuru was the headmaster? Who was old as hell?
Transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius.
This is getting into the sci-fi territory here.
So naturally, they went to extremes.
The rest of this was understandable and everything. A whole virtual world? Yup. Us being ultimates that have to kill each other to survive, and then if we choose graduate, that Junko gets uploaded into all of the dead people's bodies. Yep, all that makes sense. But this part, I'm lost.
By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamukura.
Sure.
Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me.
I'm trying to read what this the government has right above where Junko's saying stuff here. The government has something to have been by homes, cars, and other something has led to a something debt prompted something. The top one there, the warning comes to the South Korean economy escalating, and that has nothing to do with your brain. They just put random bullshit words there that doesn't make any sense.
But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close.
Sure.
Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much.
Okay.
Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Did they use the ultimate surgeon
By the
to
way,
do that?
you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Of course.
Did they really do something like that?
Wouldn't you guys know that of Hajime though? If you saw him in real life, like, wouldn't you be like, oh my god, that is the, like, right now you'd be like, oh my god, that's true. Hajime, when we were putting him into the Neo World program pods, he had a scar on his head, and what Junko's saying sounds legit compared to what we were seeing. Like, he looked so different. He was the ultimate. Yeah, I don't know why they call him the ultimate hope. Should just be the ultimate.
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Right.
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
What does that even mean?
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Acquiring talent?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory?
Sure.
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
Okay.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar.
Okay.
The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
Sure.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
So impressive, right?
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He'll disappear.
And he'll be gone forever, and Izuru will be in his place. Oh, he's got that line. Okay, you got it. Go
All
ahead.
that will remain is Izuru Kamukura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Of course not. Disappear. I'm going to disappear. 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 Yep, we're losing our mind again. Oh, what? But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Huh? Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? That's what he looks like? Jesus. That's... Now it's time for Hajime's transformation.
Hajime?
He's gonna go Super Saiyan!
What's that? Me? No. That's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamukura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamukura, the mastermind behind all of this.
How did he bring you into this? Oh, that's what you mean. You mean that he brought the virus in. You son of a bitch, Hajime.
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was... It's not me!
It's Izuru.
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
Sure.
Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I do? I already know how I can be saved. Choose graduate. I see.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body.
I love how Junko has all these little drawings made up for this whole thing. Yeah, you guys, those who died, if you choose graduate, he keeps his memory, and Junko takes over all of the dead people.
So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless, happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Exactly.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
And what the hell?
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old.
No matter what you do, you're putting despair back into the world.
Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope?
True.
Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
Okay.
It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Oh god, this game right now.
not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think?
Yeah.
And can you guys even endure that?
No.
Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game.
Isn't that what it already is?
Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it.
Oh no, not my save data, you bitch!
The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized.
Sure.
And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much.
Right.
Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
Okay.
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
I told you it was gonna be the freeze of 5 minutes thing.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
This honestly should have been done in 5 minutes. Just boop, done.
No.
Nobody listens to Junko.
just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
At least the 2,357, right?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets.
Countless, you say?
The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world.
Yes, that's exactly what they have been telling them to do for like 3 episodes now.
Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
Yep.
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way.
There is not.
As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories. And everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living.
Okay, here's a thought. So, you know, they've hacked in, right? Nagito, or not Nagito, Makoto and them have hacked in, right? There's still the other 3 members of our group from the first game. Hina, Toko, and Hiro, who I'm assuming are here with us as well in at the Jabberwock Island facility, where all the 15 students are in captivity right now. I'm sure that they have some sort of thing in place, right? And they had to be guarded in case the rest of the Future Foundation finds them. Maybe they have some guns. Maybe they can take those guns and plan for the inevitable fact that Junko's gonna come out and gun down every single one of those 10, so we can still graduate and get rid of our ultimate despairs. And then when all the other 10 students wake up from being Junko-fied, we can just go, boom, dead. All 10 of them gone, no more Junko, the end. We can have the best of both worlds by heading graduate.
Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but...
And then we can easily kill you. 10 times.
Don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
Yes, having a bullet in their brain is the best option for that. After you've taken over.
You can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
The 3 who are outside of this world right now could be preparing, like, okay, get the guns ready in case they choose graduate. Get all the guns ready, trained on the 10 ultimates who are gonna wake up as Junko, and boom, dead, boom, dead. Or you know what you could just do? Just kill them right now. Then it won't matter. If you guys just go, okay, kill these 10 students who are already vegetables anyways, then nothing happens.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
Ay.
You're telling us to decide?
Yeah.
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
Because it's a weird-ass story. Oh, we got an argument here, do we?
If everyone can overcome despair,
Sure.
you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
Oh, I can't even...
If our memories up until now
Wait, what?
disappear, I will not even remember
What?
the reason everybody died.
Shutdown sequence.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
I don't know.
You might think I'm a fool, but
I can't...
I
shoot white noise.
want to see Peko one more time. If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might
we
kill
haven't
us,
used this in a
right?
while.
We won't let them do that.
We haven't used the take
This is all
over
the Future Foundation's fault.
Statement's abilities
They're
for a
the
long
ones who
time.
stuck us in this messed up world!
Sure.
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
Yeah.
I know, but
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
What the hell? Graduate or shut down? Okay. The world or me? Hope or despair? They're telling us to choose? To choose between that? Why? Why is my health going down so badly? Why do we have to choose? Okay, thanks, game. What the fuck just happened? Okay, maybe I didn't do anything?
Huh? You can't do it.
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves.
For Hajime, literally, he's not going to exist anymore.
And that? I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
I mean, that is the choice of a hero, to sacrifice themselves to save the world.
Hajime!
That's more than just a protagonist.
Shut up! Leave me alone!
Damn, Hajime has got some acting to him. He's finally got some personality to him. That's amazing.
This is just too much.
And I went crazy.
Why do I have to be a part of this?
I do not know.
I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear?
Unfortunate.
I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, bud.
Both choices are hopeless.
how much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
Oof. They're going to, though. But we'll figure out how this all ends, maybe, next time. See you guys.